And welcome to the Hardin Simmons Coaches Show. I'm Al Pickett. We're joined by head coach Jesse Burleson. Of course, a big game this week. The Cowboys take on Mary Hardin Baylor for the American Southwest Conference Championship. Before we talk about that, we look back last week, 44-17 win over Howard Payne. The thing that jumped out at me, second half, other than the 170-yard touchdown pass for their only score, your defense held them to under 100 yards. It was tremendous second-half defensive performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Made just a few adjustments. We had some new guys and some new spots, so there's always some growing pains whenever that happens. And what's amazing is whenever those guys figured it out, they made huge plays in the second half. So we had the right guys in the right spots, just had to teach them a few of the little intricacies to go along with that, and they did a great job making the adjustments and playing really well.
I think the thing we learned also from that game was you play somebody a second time, it's nothing like the first time you play them, is it?
It is nothing. It is a completely new animal. And so we had a different game plan going into it, and obviously they did as well. They made some adjustments, so did we, and we had to continue to adapt and overcome, and we did just that.
Scary part, of course, when Noah Garcia went down with an injury and had to be carted off. What's his status? And really, what was it, a neck injury?
No, not really. I mean, it was in the football terms a stinger, and it was a pretty bad one, But he's doing great, feeling good, and he's really mad at me right now because I'm just like, hey, we're gonna be smart with what we do, and he's gonna be good.
So, but he won't play this week.
More than likely not.
Other running back, Colton Marshall, did not play in the fourth quarter. What's his status?
Doing a lot better. Feels good. Did everything he needed to do yesterday. It's just we're taking it day by day, but he should be good to go.
Well, the good news is, even with those two injuries, Braylon Henry steps up as the American Southwest Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Your freshman out of Lorena with 114 yards and 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. He really has stepped up.
He's a phenomenal player, great kid, great fit with us. Really glad he's here, and he just continues to get better and better each week. So he's got a very bright future, and in some instances, the future is going to be now for him.
Okay, Mary Hardin Baylor. We know what a great matchup that is. You beat them 44-21 the first time you played. Had 4 interceptions in the first half. I don't think you can count on that again. What do you expect in this time matchup?
I expect a great battle. I mean, it always is anytime we play those guys, and I expect them to make some adjustments, and we're doing the same thing, and I expect it to be a great game.
2004, I believe, the last time you had beaten them in Belton, and then they came here and beat Hardin Simmons in the playoffs. So, I mean, I think that's probably a little bit of a lesson to how you got to be prepared for something totally different because they ran kind of a very different-looking offense that day.
Yeah, most of our guys weren't born then, so we really haven't.
I'm the only one around who was there.
We haven't really put a whole lot of emphasis on that. I did mention some things to them, but they're like 2004. Who cares? I mean, that's just the way their brains work, and they understand that this is just a completely new opportunity for us, and we got to be prepared to do our best.
Of course, the bottom line is if you win, you're the conference champion for the second year in a row, regardless of what happens in the final week against East Texas Baptist.
Right. I mean, everything we do has got to be championship level. Our preparation, each part of the process that we have to go through needs to be at that level. And so far, our guys have done exactly that, and even above and beyond, which is exciting for a team that's hungry to continue to get better and make improvements, and they're definitely doing that.
Keys then against Mary Hardin Baylor?
The biggest thing is we just got to go play our absolute best this week, regardless of who the opponent is. And I know that sounds like coach speak, but it's the truth. I mean, if we base everything on who the opponent is, you're not going to be a very good team. You're going to have a lot of ups and downs, and I think that's one of the things that this team has done is continue to strive each week to be the best version of them and to prepare like they've never prepared. And, I'm just excited to see where we go from here and keep climbing.
We talked about the injuries to the running backs and then learned today that you also missing your kicker, Grayson Bearden, had an emergency appendectomy this week. So crazy stuff, huh?
Yeah, we definitely didn't have that on the bingo card there. And so the good thing is we've got a lot of really talented guys at that position, which is exciting. Ethan Brumgard has been our kickoff guy all season long and done a great job, and he's got a very bright future, and he's got an extremely strong leg. And then Andy Prazak, Andy's kicked for us in a bunch of games and made a big field goal in this game last year and all that kind of stuff. And then Thomas Barr is extremely talented, so we feel great at that position. We hope Grayson gets well soon and gets back, but we feel like those guys are going to step up and be able to do the job.
Well, it's always fun with Hardin Simmons, Mary Hardin Baylor, and this one's for all the marbles. Coach, good luck this week.
Thanks, Al. I appreciate it.
Jesse Burleson, and that is the Hardin Simmons Coaches Show. We'll continue with more after we take this time out.